And good afternoon to you. This is the Belated reviewer coming in, or coming from the Philippines rather. And I'm going to share with you, obviously, with the box that you're seeing right now in front of your screens, we're going to be talking about the Poseidon figure, the third in the line from Shinfu Toys or Berserker Studios, from their Myth Gods of Nations series. I've already done a view of the figure in box, but let's have a look at the figure outside of the box. And let's start off with a sort of quick size comparison here. So you can see there that Poseidon is beside Zeus, just behind the Angelina Jolie Athena Eternal figure and Tila, and that's how he would look with other figures and also with the other myth figures in the line. And that's just a quick view of him for now. And of course, he also comes, of course, with this clamshell, and this is what you'll get. Now, let me just start off by pointing out that there's supposed to be like a tablet here. Yeah. There's supposed to be a tablet here. Right there. And it's, in my copy of Poseidon, it's missing. But that's the only accessory that, that was missing from my Poseidon. He will have extra hands. By the way, I've already put on the, rather, out of the box he already has the gripping hands for the right arm and the left arm. And he has, I think this is the spear gripping hand. And then here's the two closed fists. And of course the left hand with the greenish effect, as if he was channeling his underwater powers. And of course the figure is in the first clamshell. Now for the second, okay, I thought I already removed the tape, but apparently the second clamshell is still taped to the first one. But if you turn it around, you'll be able to see that it's all complete. You have the sword there, and his trident, and his two effects pieces. And of course there's his alternate head. I think this one is the, let me check. Yeah. The alternate head, as you can see, there's a bit of green coloring right through the clamshell. And that's when he is using his seeking powers. Now, let's grab the figure itself and let's take a look. And yeah, there we go. And let's see. Yep, and there he is, Poseidon in all his glory. And so the way that these figures, how they were styled, it would appear that they started with not so much with Zeus, and then they added a lot of accessories and a lot of improvements with the second figure, the Hades one. And finally, when they got to Poseidon, they continued on with what they did with Hades. Okay, so let's take a look. So there's the sculpt of the head. Really fine detail. And among the three figures, Poseidon does feature human-like eyes, as you can see. And just look at the sculpting on this one. For a non-US based company, Shinfu Toys or Berserker Studios, I think they're one and the same, of course. Both of their company trademarks are on the box. For a company out of China, they really did the, well, for the lack of a better word, I'm going to use the word awesome to describe the way they did the sculpt in this one. Just look at that chest. And I think they're using the same buck or the same mold for Poseidon as the mold that they also used for Zeus and Hades. And of course, these are cloth goods, soft goods. That's cloth. Let's take a look underneath, and you'll see there the detail that they went through. This one, they went awesome details everywhere. And the belt piece, the armlet. Now, I love the color of the gold. It's really bright, and it catches the light fairly well. There's the right shoulder pauldron. There. Just look at that detail. And of course, on his chest. There you go. Up, and then the left shoulder pauldron is it an exact copy of the right one? Nope. They do love working with asymmetrical designs here. So the right side and the left side armors are fairly different. The only thing that I think is a mirror of each other would be the sandals. Come on. Come on, focus. There you go. Yeah, the sandals are a mirror of each other. But the pauldrons, the arm guards, and the leg armor, they're not. They're fairly different. Okay, and he's got really long hair. And just look at that. Yeah. Now for the price point, it's not as expensive as any of those sort of upper tier figures like Hot Toys, but or even well, actually the price point I think is similar to Mythic Legions, and they do, or rather Shinfu Toys actually came out with something of a competition for Mythic Legions. And I would also like to point out that they really went all out with the Poseidon figure, adding a lot of detail. The crown, the three-pronged crown, it's really good. Just take a look at the detail. If you have Saint Seiya figures, you can put Poseidon beside the Saint Seiya figures, and he will not be left behind. He'll actually be one of the, in terms of looks. Now, as for articulation, I'm not going to move him right now, but he does have basic articulation. You can move his head, but if you're from what you can see here, because of the hair, there's going to be limited articulation when it comes to the head. But he has regular joints here. He has, I think, a double jointed, he has double jointed arms, rotating fists, swivels, He has ball jointed hip joints there, double jointed knees. I think he also has toe articulation and all that good stuff. So, I once made a comment that Zeus would be the most poseable of all these figures. Hades is a bit limited when it comes to posing because of the amount of armor that they put on him. But upon close inspection, Poseidon would also be a very poseable figure, almost as much as Zeus. From the for the legs part of the figure, from the waist down, I think he can move a lot. And of course, he's got those paw joints that may limit his movement, but not so much. I mean, he's a god. He's a Greek god, one of the three chief gods of Greek mythology. So he's not really expected to do much of fighting. But if you're into that kind of photography or poses, you can actually do a lot. All right. So much for our look at Poseidon. Again, this is the Belated Reviewer, and we'll go through each figure, of course, starting with the latest one, and then we'll take a look at Hades next time, or Zeus. Again, this is the Belated Reviewer. Stay healthy, stay safe, keep your mad hats on, and peace out.